On the 25th of May 2019, Manchester City played in the Champions League final. This was an exciting moment for the club and their fans. Captain Vincent Kompany led his team to an incredible victory against fellow Premier League side, Arsenal FC. It was an epic night for the team and the fans who had travelled to Lisbon, Portugal. After an enthralling 90 minutes of football, the match finished 1-0 to Manchester City. Sergio Aguero scored the winning goal in the 60th minute, his first goal of the competition. The scenes at the end of the match were truly remarkable as players and fans celebrated an incredible achievement. Manager Pep Guardiola could be seen running onto the pitch in a mix of emotion and joy. It was the first time in the club's history that they had won the Champions League, and it marked the culmination of Guardiola's 6-year tenure. Having previously won the Premier League title 3 times in 4 years, this Champions League victory was the icing on the cake for the club's fans. After the game, Kompany spoke about his immense pride at leading Manchester City to the Champions League final. He referred to it as the greatest night of his career. The team had come so close in previous seasons, only to be denied by the likes of Chelsea and Barcelona. But this time around, the team was determined to make it count. Despite the match being a tight affair, Manchester City showed their strength in depth and were able to keep Arsenal restricted to few chances. The victory has since become an iconic moment in the club's history, with many supporters being able to fondly recall the moment Sergio Aguero scored the goal. Supporters of Manchester City are now able to refer to themselves with even more pride and passion, having seen their team crowned the champions of Europe. Many of their European rivals also view this achievement with admiration, as any team that can manage to do what City did deserves a great amount of respect. Manchester City's victory in the 2019 Champions League final was one of the great football moments. The scenes of joy and pride will be forever remembered by fans around the world. Following their victory, Manchester City went on to win the FA Cup and the League Cup the following season, cementing their reputation as one of the most successful clubs in Europe. The victory in the Champions League is something that will always be remembered by Manchester City fans, and it will always remain a part of the club's rich history. Manchester City have since gone on to win the league title for a third consecutive year, making them the first team to do so in the Premier League. The club's European dominance has led to them becoming one of the hottest teams on the continent, winning the Champions League for a second time in 2021. With the team currently in the form of their lives, the 2019 Champions League final provided the team and its fans with the perfect springboard for future success. The victory marked a huge moment in the club's history, and this dignity and ambition has continued to drive the team on since that night in Lisbon. The 2019 Champions League final will always remain in the hearts of Manchester City fans, and it will always be remembered as one of the club's greatest moments. The victory in Lisbon was the night when Manchester City were truly cemented as one of the European greats, and it has now become the template for the team's future successes. Manchester City's victory in the 2019 Champions League final not only set a benchmark for the club, but it also showed that anything is possible. This was a moment that has now gone down in the history books as one of the greatest European nights of football. The team has since gone on to greater heights and accomplishments, showing the progress and improvements the team has made since their victory in 2019. The fans were ecstatic after the match, and it has since become a club anthem for the Manchester City faithful, as they look to recreate the glory of that night in Lisbon.